Greetings. It is I, Charisma, also known as Auroraclegemz. I am Auroracle. I've been trying to decide, do I want to go by Charisma, my mother giving name, or Auroracle, the name that I gifted myself? It's either or. It's either or. So yes, today is Friday, which is Venus Day, February 21st. Anyways, it is technically Black History Month or whatever. I don't really coincide with the term black at all. If you know the law, the dictionary, if you know, you know, okay? That is not what we are. That is not what we were going by. We actually had tribal names, and them stealing the land and taking things and looting, that's a whole nother story. I mean, things were swapped and switched and glitched. Anyways, today is Venus Day. I always say, I have this saying, magical things happen on Venus Day. Every day is magical, but for me, it's always just that Venus energy, just the energy of whatever planet aligns on this day. But yes, you are magical, you are divine. Every single thing that you want has already been created. We're just coming in and we're living it, and we're just going through trials and tribulations to become our fullest versions, to really be the fullest embodiment of love that we can possibly be. How light can your body get, eh? How much of your power can you tap into? How well can you navigate this realm through you? And you literally, everything. I feel like I just keep repeating myself. I feel like, well, yeah, it's pretty much the same messages, but in different ways. And it's all just magical. It's magical. Life is magical. Life is blissful. Life is happening for me. Life is created for my betterment, for my joy, for my greatest experience that life could give me to the fullest extent, to really be the fullest embodiment of bliss and joy and love. That is the greatest thing, because we are birthed from that. Everything comes out of this void of just straight bliss. Really, I say it's the bliss when you're in the womb, that feeling, the way babies come out, the way babies look, the way that there's always in this blissful, peaceful, calm state until they're disturbed, until there's an outside force that disturbs them out of their natural beingness. This is what we're going through on this planet, but on a bigger scale, a larger scale of just being zapped out of our natural state, getting dysregulated. And it's all about coming back into cohesion, re-regulating your nervous system, rebalancing your emotions, really sitting down with your thoughts and really deciphering what is yours, what's not yours, really reprogramming your own mind, and going in to release anything that gets stuck and stagnant. Regular clearing, it's called spiritual hygiene. And really just communing with your inner child again. And your ancestors, they're always there. They're always around. They're always within. I mean, they're literally in you. We're so magical. I was about to say magnetic and magical. It's this thing, it blows my mind. Like, when you really think about it, like, man, we're really in these bodies. We really have all of our ancestors. All of the coding is literally inside your DNA. Like, it's all in these little helix strands that you can't even see, that's inside of you. Like, what? And it's all in your blood. Like, it's in liquid that's inside my body that's keeping my vessel going. This is supernatural. This is some wild stuff. And you literally have two people come together in love. A seed goes from one into the other. It forms into I'm a whole being. Like, sometimes I'm like, what? I actually came out of my mom's vagina. Like, this is crazy. This is crazy. I came through her as a portal. The woman is the portal. We're so magical. And it's just like, I look at the world and I see people complaining about their lives. And I see some people not even complaining at all. They're just dealing with the way that things flow. But I'm like, dang, they're such a dope person. They don't deserve that. Like, I just dang, you almost died in the same way again? Like, this is a reference to one person I met. And it's just I meet these women going, you're being abused by 17 men, abuse you the same way. And it's just we're seeing these amazing people going through things that are just horrible. And it's just ugh, who would want to get abused again? I'm still processing the first abuse. And it's just you seeing these magical beings, humans, just manifesting destruction. And it's just we're so freaking magical, and we come from such bliss, such heavenly grace, that it's just of course, there's just lots of different genomes, different types of beings, different types of human. different genomes, different expressions. You know, you get it. If you know, you know. But it's like we're all these beings of God. We're all from God. We're all from creation. We all have generally the same ancestors if you go back all the way, I would say, right? Yeah. I feel like that's a whole other thing. Anyways, you get it what I'm saying. We're all human and we're all divine. We all have this divinity. We all have this power that we can really truly tap into. I mean, some more than others, but it's just like when you see, we know this, we have this knowingness. We see people have all these babies in their lives. It's like, okay, you manifested a baby, so you have a womb. You have an ability to create things. You're putting things together. You put a bouquet of flowers together. If you can put a bouquet of flowers together, you can do that in your mind, and you can do that within your heart space, and then thus manifest a magical life, however the F you want, in your physical reality. So it's like, if you can, and then there's this thing that I love, if you can, I was learning how to skate, and I feel like that's a proverb. If you can spin once, you can spin 10 times. So it's like, if you can take one step, you can do a whole choreography, okay? You can get it down. So it's like, this is what I'm just like, this is just what I'm expressing right now. It's coming through, and it's just like, I'm just shook by how magical we are, but how so much destruction can be manifested rather than magic, rather than the truest potential of our angelic nature. But I see a lot of demonic nature being created instead. And it's just like, you have the power to tap into that. You can have whatever you want. It's just, how much are you embodying Christ consciousness? How much are you crystallizing? Let me stop. I'm not gonna say that. That's not what I'm trying to say. Is Christ, how much are you embodying your truest version? And if you're not embodying, all of the blockages are inside of you. Like, all of the blockages are within you. So like, what is going on in your internal realms, in your physical body, in your chakras, that's in your mind, that's really disturbing the outcome of what you can create in your life. And journal that. Journal it. That's the journaling prompt for today. And if you can really come to a conclusion with that, really get to the bottom of it, really dissect it and bust it open, and really be like, dang, so that's what's been holding me back. Just a little tiny wound that I didn't think was that important that I need to go back to, for example. And it's just like doing those things and really just holding space for yourself, holding space for you, and really holding yourself at the highest honor, because your ancestors hold you at a very high honor. God, universe, you're held at a very high regard. And we often see ourselves lower than what we are actually deemed to be in the trueness of reality, the trueness of life. What was that? And so it's like, speak love into yourself, speak life into yourself. And as the Bible says, I've been very much into the Bible lately. The tongue can yield, it can be both the sword and the pen. It is the sword and the pen. It can yield both life and death. I referenced it good enough, okay? And it's just like, what are we really creating? And all my videos pretty much are centered around manifestation, healing of the womb, so you can truly clear out everything to truly manifest the real life that you truly desire. And that's why we incarnated, to really truly see what we can create here in a complete doom, complete down, the lowest vibration, the lowest cycle of Maya, what we can incarnate and what we can create then. And yeah, karma and dharma, if you don't know, you should know. And so yeah, that's my message, is like, be you. Authenticity is the first step. 3 steps to manifestation. Be you. I feel like, yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to decide if I want to make y'all read it. But anyways, I'm starting to feel like cluttered. So I feel like this is the end of the video. We made it to pretty much 10 minutes. But I'm going to go ahead and say one of the 3, just embodiment. Also authenticity. If you want to fully embody, you have to be 100% authentic, truly authentic. So you have to sit. That means you have to fully sit. So that's a 3-part of the 1. Embodiment. To first fully embody, you have to be completely authentic, and to realize your full authenticity, what's yours and what you're just relaying, what's just background noise of a relay. that is from outside sources that you just put on to people please, or you put on as a survival method, as you put on as a coping mechanism. You have to kind of dissect yourself and really go within, retreat, and do that those internal workings, and really go back all the way to your childhood and dissect the first relationships you ever had, which is between the Tao, the holy Tao, mother, father, masculine, feminine, your parents. And if you're adopted, it's the same thing still kind of applies, or if you were abandoned or whatever, the same thing applies if you have a masculine or feminine in your life. And ultimately, it goes back to the ones who spawned you, your mother and your father, what the relationship dynamic was like with them. That determines the state of your internal child, and really going and meet that child completely, 100%. You can do this through dream work. There's lots of things that you can do. And I know, of course, it's now, but eventually, child. We're getting there. And fear, and all of the fears that you've accumulated as adults that we didn't have as children. You have to dig through all of these things that are not your natural essence. So that's fear, doubt, shame, guilt, trauma bonding, coping mechanisms, facades that you put on just to survive, like people pleasing, like, okay, they want me to be this way. I don't get ridiculed when I be this way, even though I was being honest. So you switch and you flip just to satisfy others. And you start to take that on as your identity, but that is not you. So you have to strip yourself completely bare of falsities, the false ego, to really get to your true identity, which is, I like to say, nothing. I mean, I ain't gonna say that. We're not gonna go that deep. But you really get to this, if you go to that state of consciousness, if you've ever gone there, if you know, you know, the state of this complete nothingness. And it's just like, I am just vibrating. I'm an essence of being, and I shapeshift. But you do have personalities. I mean, you have a whole chart. And if you haven't got your astrology chart done, highly recommend you doing that. And then your cartography, which is, that has to do with like travel, what places to be in, meridians and grids to be in at certain times and places. That coincides with your astrological chart. And so that's sort of the first step. If you want to really get into manifestation, womb healing, and the first steps to healing is all of that I just gave you. That's the first step is embodiment. All of that goes underneath embodiment, and how you can better embody as a goddess. So embody your higher true self, which is really getting back to a child. It's like going down, but also going up, because you're growing into a goddess. You're breaking through these barriers that as a child, you're not mentally developed, you're not emotionally developed or physically developed. So you're getting all of these upgrades as you grow into an adult, and you break through these initiations of, you know, puberty, childhood, adult, like as you just grow into an adult, and your frontal lobe fully develops at 25, right? And then you're just going back and you're getting that inner child, because the children know without knowing that they know, and that's powerful. And merging it, integration is the next step. But I feel like I might do different segments of these videos, but that was the first one, embodiment, and basically broke it down to you how you can better embody. So yes, blissful journey to healing and shedding away what doesn't serve you, and truly embodying what you feel is authentic to you, effortlessly and wholly. So you're magical, and you can have what you want. Everything's already been manifested before you, predestined before you came through the womb portal. And it gets kind of trippy, but yeah. So say about it in your breath and your bliss, and share with a goddess who may need to hear it. Like, share, and subscribe.